Hey friends, it's Natasha. Today I'm going to show you the poems of Emily Dickinson by Simply Charlotte Mason. So if you follow the Charlotte Mason plan that Simply Charlotte Mason lays out for you, you would choose one poet per school year to study so you really get to know that poet. So I thought it would be fun to choose a poet. I chose Emily Dickinson because we were introduced to her through the picture book Emily. And so I thought my girls might like her poems, and we have a bunch of girls, so I just thought they would like a female poet. And so that is basically how I chose Emily Dickinson. But I thought it would be fun to do for Poetry Tea Time, to add something to our Poetry Tea Time, some more focused study, I guess you could say. But I wanted to show you what these books are like. So this is the Emily Dickinson one, but if you go in the Simply Charlotte Mason, there's all different poets you can choose from. So in this guide, you get a suggested schedule, how to enjoy the poems, and getting to know Emily Dickinson. And then we have the poems, and then pages for poem illustrations. So we have a schedule here, what you should do each week. And so, and it says, try to memorize them and recite one poem each 12-week term. Now we're doing something else for poetry memorization. If the kids want to memorize these, that's fine. But my purpose for this is just to read the poetry. We aren't planning to memorize the poetry, but you definitely could use this to memorize poetry. It says one poem each term. I think that's probably pretty doable. And then we get this, how to enjoy the poem. So gather the children and read a poem aloud at least once a week. Focus on one poet's work for many months. Read complete poems, not just portions. Share poems that are suitable for your younger children during each season of life. Understand that the purpose of poetry is to cultivate the imagination, right emotions, and the power of vivid expression. And don't turn the poetry reading into lessons. And allow your children time and space to feel the force and beauty of words, and encourage your children to make poetry their own. Then we have getting to know Emily Dickinson. In this case, it would be whatever poet you are learning about. And then there are helpful biography sources down here. And then we get into the poems. And there's little notes down here. Poetry notes: slow down and look ahead in order to read smoothly. So it has these little poetry notes, and it has little tips like hock and sherry are beverages common in England. So if there's something that we might not understand in the poem, it gives a little note about that. But there is a poetry note on the bottom of every page, which is really nice. Like this: focus on communicating the message of the poem as you read aloud or recite. So we got all the poems there, and then we have pages for poem illustrations. And so, you could really just use any blank page. But that is what we have. So I hope that was helpful. If you haven't already, hit that like button and also that subscribe button if you love all things homeschool. And I will talk with you soon.